Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
let me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sure. Definitely, ma'am. I would like to introduce myself. Firstly, thanks to you giving me wonderful opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. As you know, my name is Rajni Negi. I'm connecting with you from Uttarakhand, Dehradun. Uh, I have I am a mother of two kids. Both are boys. And earlier I was a teacher in a private school, but right now I am fully housewife. Um, Apart from that, I taking tuition at my home. And if I talk about my hobbies are listen to music, book reading, and play badminton with my kids and teaching. Nowadays, my hobbies connect to different people because I'm learning this language. That's why.
Oh,
And yeah, ma'am. If I talk about my qualification, I did my master in commerce from HNB Gadwal City. That's all, ma'am.
yeah. So good
Thank
to
you.
know about you. Yeah, very nice to know about you. Yes. So
Thank you,
you
ma'am.
are
Thank
from
you.
Uttarakhand. You are from
Yes, ma'am.
Uttarakhand, Dehradun. You told me
Yes, ma'am.
Dehradun.
Dehradun. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My bhabhi, na, she is from Dehradun.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am,
Yeah.
which place? Which place, ma'am?
No, there is some Dalanwala, right? Dalanwala.
Yes, ma'am. Dhalanwala. Yes, ma'am. Main Dehradun, ma'am. Situated main Dehradun.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So would you like my introduction?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I love to hear about you.
So I'm Alka. I'm a senior citizen and
Yes,
connecting
ma'am.
you from Lucknow, the capital of UP. So I'm postgraduate in English, and I have two grown-up sons. My sons are married, and like both the sons have one daughter. Like elder one has the one daughter, and the younger son also has a daughter. And I would say I'm a grandmother of two grandchildren. And yeah, my husband, he's a retired banker. And about my hobbies, then I love to read, listen to music, and sometimes I play chess. But nowadays I want to interact with every people. I love to interact.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes. So this is
Yes,
all about
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Lovely introduction from your side, ma'am. So,
thank you.
ma'am, I'm glad to see you here, ma'am. Because, ma'am, you are a motivation today generation. You are learning at this age. So,
Yeah.
ma'am, sometimes coming thoughts my mind, my mind says, Alka, ma'am, can do this. So I can. No, why can't I? This type
Why
of
not?
thoughts.
Eh,
Yes,
why
ma'am.
not? Yeah, you people can do everything, whatever you wish
Yes, ma'am.
to.
Yes.
Because it's
Yeah,
your
ma'am.
age also. You can do anything. And you are like at this age, people are so energetic. I'm telling about
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
right? And you have like two children with you. And like for you want to have an environment, an English environment for your children. You need to,
Yes.
you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And yeah, I don't have anything. I'm just, passing out my time and learning this English. Because I
Yeah,
told you,
ma'am.
no, yeah, in Lucknow, I'm here with my husband. So like we two are here,
Yes,
my
ma'am.
children, they both are posted outside. Then it's a good pastime. I'm learning also, so to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
ma'am. You do
this,
very good thing, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. You do very good thing. This age,
yes,
ma'am. You are learning something, ma'am.
yes, I'm learning and I'm getting so much knowledge. See
Yeah,
what
ma'am.
you
Yeah.
when I connect with different people, so I get to know about
Yes.
so many things about culture, about food habits, about the festivals, so many
Yes,
things
ma'am. Yes.
to come to know about. So you are from
Yes,
Dehradun.
ma'am.
Nowadays it's pretty cold now in Dehradun.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, today weather is so pleasant. It's
It's good.
sun. Yes, ma'am. Sunny day
Okay.
today.
Yes, sunny day. Yeah, even here,
Yes.
even here. But when
Yes,
we
ma'am.
compare to other states like Uttarakhand is pretty cool. Yeah, in winters.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Hillside, very cool, ma'am. In
Yes, I
winters. Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
So have you ever been to Lucknow? No.
No, ma'am.
So in UP,
So,
in
ma'am,
UP, in UP, I want to ask you, in UP, where did you go? Any place have you seen?
no, ma'am. I don't means I ever I
Been
been
to?
ever. Yes, ma'am. Don't go.
Okay, not any place to UP. You have never been to UP, right?
No, ma'am. So,
And
ma'am,
in yes, continue. Yes.
have you visited ever Uttarakhand, Dehradun?
Yes, many times, many times. Yeah,
Okay.
even last year I had been there to Dehradun. Yes, and when Dehradun, close to Dehradun is Dhanolti, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, in Mussoorie.
Yeah, so I had been to
Yes.
Dhanolti also. There was my,
Yes.
there was my school children. Like when I was in class, I would say in class 11th or no, in class 9th. So like those friends of mine are still connected. So every year we go to like any place. So
Yes.
and last time we had been to Dehradun and Dhanolti is there, as you told me. So there are many beautiful places in Dehradun.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yeah, yeah. You're saying right.
So tell me, Rajni, when did you start your journey of speaking?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I started my journey 9 months ago, ma'am. But ma'am, I am not able to do it proper because I mean to say that there is no consistency, and I had left my practice 1 and 2 months for 1 and 2 months
Yeah, so
because
yeah.
yes, ma'am. Because ma'am, that time my father-in-law had some health issues. That's I'm no continue.
Okay, you were not able to continue. So how is your
Yes, ma'am.
father-in-law now? How is he?
It's okay, ma'am. Nowadays, it's okay.
Oh, so you have started practicing again, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
So in what way you practice? What you do to to have a good fluency of yours? Yeah, what do you do?
Ma'am, firstly, to ma'am, I watch everyday conversation videos one and through two, and I watch English movie and cartoon story, cartoon, and
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes book read that up this type of
Okay, yeah.
yes, ma'am.
So do you live? Do you teach your children? They go to school now. Your both the children.
Yes, ma'am.
Your
Repeat,
your
ma'am.
both the your both the children. They go to school.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So do you teach them sometimes?
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes, otherwise, my husband teach them.
Okay. So if I ask you that you are so passionate about this language, right?
Yes, ma'am. In childhood,
Yeah.
ma'am, since childhood, I am very
So what
passionate
is
about this language.
so what is the reason that you are learning this language?
Ma'am, one incident man happened with me, ma'am. I went in a school for interview. That time, ma'am, means 4 months ago, ma'am. That time
Okay.
I don't know how to speak English. So, ma'am, interviewer says me, please introduce yourself in 10 lines. So that time,
Okay.
ma'am, that time I says only ma'am 1 and 2 line. My name and I belong to Dehradun, and everything vanishes in my mind, ma'am. So
Yeah.
yeah, ma'am. That time I'm that time interviewer says me means ma'am write I says write 10 lines. Can I write 10 lines? So interviewer says yes, yes, of course you write. So that time and I wrote 10 lines, but I speak 1 and 2 line, ma'am.
Okay.
So interviewer says me, you are not well, your fluency and your English is not good. That's why, ma'am. I realized that time I learned this language.
Okay. Like you had a rejection. Then you thought
Yes,
that
ma'am.
now
That time, yeah, ma'am. Rejected me, ma'am.
so if you are good at English, like you are practicing here, and after like
Yes,
few
ma'am.
months you will be better. Every each day when we are practicing, and you were telling me that you are not consistent with this. But now you
Yes,
start
ma'am.
because your father-in-law you told because of that. But now from now
Yes, ma'am.
you do practice every day. You know, yeah, and then you will be better. You will have a good fluency of yours. Then you can go to any school to teach, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, what do you do improve your English and fluency, ma'am? What type of
Yeah,
things you do?
To improve my fluency, yeah, I practice a lot, on audios and videos. But in my initial time, when I joined this application, then I was not confident to come on videos. Never. And I never thought that I will create my channel someday.
Yes.
Because I was not that, I didn't have my good fluency that time. But anyhow, I practiced on the audio calls for 2 months. Then, like my co-learner, they suggested me, ma'am, this won't help you. Like, if you will talk only on the audio call, this won't help you. You have to come on video. Then I gathered a lot of courage and I thought, come on, let's try on the video calls. So once
Yeah,
I
ma'am.
tried on the video call, then it made me more confident to speak. And with practicing on the videos and audio, then I thought, yeah, now I'm confident to speak to anybody. So then I thought of starting my own channel.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this way, like I practice with the conversation and I listen a lot, and I listen a lot of videos of some trainers, of some good speakers. So whenever I
Yes,
used to
ma'am.
go to my bed at night, so I would not miss like listening any videos. So 2 videos actually, it was my habit, to listening to 2 video calls.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So this like listening and speaking. Again, speaking and listening. Both practice in this way.
Yeah,
I'm
ma'am.
yeah.
This habit more important for us, ma'am. Well, it means it's learning, speaking, and
Yes.
listening.
And everywhere English is needed these days. Wherever you
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
Like person, they have to go to some job, they have to, and for job also, for interviews, only English is required everywhere.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right, right.
And when you go to when you go to a school, your children's school, so there is
Yes, ma'am.
parent teachers meeting on some Saturdays,
Yes,
right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
That time I faces many problems, ma'am. Because earlier I was teaching in a private school. That time,
Yeah.
ma'am, this problem I face.
Yeah. Even I had faced, when I
Yes,
was
ma'am.
young, even I had faced a lot of problems in
Yeah,
English. Yeah. See, though I was masters in English, yet I was not able to speak a good English.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
And we had
So,
a
ma'am,
like,
yes, ma'am. Yes. Continue, ma'am.
come on, you tell.
So,
Yes.
ma'am, you take any online classes and offline classes?
Oh, no, never. No.
No. Okay, ma'am. So, earlier you did job anywhere?
No, actually, just for namesake. Namesake, मतलब केवल नाम के लिए. Bas, कुछ ही only for some few years. After my husband got transferred to Punjab, then I had to, for some reason, I had to leave my job. So actually, I would say yes, I have never done a job. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So
So,
I
ma'am,
love to
you're
do a job, but due to this English only, because I was not good at English, and I lacked my confidence to speak in English. So I never thought of joining some good school to teach there. You
yes,
know,
ma'am.
yes. So this is
Yeah.
the reason. And some embarrassing moments also, like when I went to my children's parent teachers association. That time
Yes.
also teachers actually, they never ask the other person whether he's confident to speak in this language or not. So when I went to my children's school, the teachers would automatically continue. Sorry, they would speak in English with me. But for me, it was very, very difficult that time. So there, I think every person faces some embarrassing moments in life.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sure. So, ma'am, your husband retired banker,
Yeah. Yes.
right? Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes.
Which bank,
So
ma'am?
he is in Allahabad Bank. Now it's known as
Allahabad
the
Bank.
name. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. I heard about. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what you told me, like you told me in your introduction, in your leisure time, what you do when you have your free time? Yes. You mentioned something. Yes.
Ma'am, I do leisure time and because I don't get time, ma'am. But
Yes. Yeah, due to
yes,
your
ma'am.
children.
But I prefer to books reading and
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, yeah, I told you.
yes, ma'am.
So
That
what
time, yes,
type
ma'am.
of also, yeah, what type of book you read?
Ma'am, kids story book, ma'am, and school books, children's school books.
Yeah, children's
These type
books.
of books, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you are like, I won't call you beginner. Are you, what do you think about self? You told me that, ma'am, I am a beginner. You will hesitate to come on the video, I think, right? But you
Ma'am
are so
means
good. Yeah, be comfortable.
मैम
You told.
मीन्स मैम मीन्स आई मीन टू से दैट मैम सामने वाले को मैम उससे ज्यादा आता है मैम, यहीं पे हेजिटेट जाता है इंसान। मैम
Never.
मेन प्रॉब्लम, या मैम मेन प्रॉब्लम मेरी यही है मैम कि
I
इसको
can
मेरे से
understand.
बेटर आता है, ये मेरे से अच्छा करता है, तो मैम यहीं पे हेजिटेट हो जाती हूँ मैं, मीन्स
I can understand.
ब्लैंक हो जाता है मैम।
I can understand
यस
your
मैम।
problem because the same was with me also. तो
यस मैम।
ऐसा ऐसा कभी मत सोचो। उसी से आपको क्या है ना, आप अपने कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर निकलोगे। आप किसी अच्छे स्पीकर से बात करोगे ना, और आपको
यस
निकलना
मैम।
जरूरी है। यू हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन। अगर
यस
इफ यू
मैम।
आर
यस
नॉट एबल, या इफ यू वोंट ट्राई टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट, तो फिर यहीं के यहीं हम रह जाएंगे। सो बेटर टू डोंट बी
या
लर्न।
मैम।
एवरीबडी इज लर्नर, हम भी लर्नर है, हम कोई बड़े ज्ञाता तो नहीं है, राइट?
यस मैम।
इवन आई एम लर्निंग। सो बस ओनली द थिंग इज दैट कोई इधर है, कोई ऊपर है, कोई और ऊपर, राइट? हाँ, कोई बिगनर है,
यस
कोई
यस
इंटरमीडिएट
मैम।
लेवल पे,
यस
some are on the
यस मैम।
advanced level. But yeah, speak to everybody. Try to speak to everybody. कोई हमें मार्क्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं, कोई हमें ग्रेड नहीं मिल रही है, राइट?
यस मैम। यस यस
So not to worry about that. Just go on
यस
practicing
मैम।
every day, and like you will feel much difference in yourself. Like after a month, just see after a month how you will become. You
यस
will
मैम।
become a very good speaker. Yeah.
थैंक यू मैम। थैंक यू।
Yes.
यस मैम।
So are you confident? You didn't feel nervous with me, no? No?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Okay.
I feel better.
Okay. No, thank you so much. So what did you tell me? You started 5 months ago, your journey, right?
Yes, ma'am. Means, ma'am, 8 months ago, ma'am. Yeah, 9 months complete.
Okay, 8, 9. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am,
So
I was, yeah, ma'am.
do you find some difference in yourself? Like what you are earlier and now you are like, do you
Yes,
find
ma'am.
any difference?
Yeah, ma'am. That time I speak only single words: eat, sleep,
Yes.
go, come here, ma'am. Nowadays I am making a sentence.
Yes. Good.
Very well, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good.
I well tenses very well.
Okay, that's good.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
are practicing
It's
hard,
different.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Rajni, I'm done with my session, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So I'll talk to you someday again, right? Whenever we have time.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. It was
Yes.
nice talking to you, ma'am.
Yes, for me also. It was nice talking to
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Have a
Bye,
nice day,
Rajni.
ma'am.
Have a
Okay,
good
ma'am.
time.
Bye. Okay, ma'am.